I'm at Gray's Garden Center in Eugene with Stuart. And Stuart, I see that you have a lot of things that help us feed the birds during the fall and winter time too. And I think we all love to do that, and I love to have hummingbirds come to my garden.
Yeah, important parts here about taking for winter control on a hummingbird is to make sure that you get in and get good cleaning, especially after summer. You're looking to replace the value where flowers would have, and now you're providing the meal for them so you can keep them over. You want to make sure that the liquid inside doesn't freeze or dilute down because it's been out too long, that you have a crack develop, and so the rain can get in there and you'll get moisture inside that'll dilute it down.
And for like seed-eating birds, you have black-oiled sunflower seed and a host of other kind of seed for other birds. What do you think about this one?
Black oil is a pretty generic variety. It'll cover a lot of birds, especially for the Northwest, a lot of varieties that we have. And again, it's great for beginners because you can kind of get your hands on what kind of birds you're going to attract with it in your area and then develop into a more specific variety.
Ah, that's true. And if you have other birds that really like insects, and those insects aren't going to be around in the fall and winter, you have something for that.
Yeah, here's a variety of suet cake. They come in different flavors, again, depending on what kind you're specifically going after. They're easy to use. Everything here is real simple. And again, the suet cakes go right into some kind of container normally where you can hold it, put it outside so it's in a more natural environment. Lots of people like to draw their birds closer to the house for winter, and sometimes that works, and other times they like to be more in a more natural setting, so they need to be back in the yard more.
Right, and that goes right into having shrubs and trees for them in your yard.
Absolutely. A couple of varieties that we're looking at here, we've got some cranberry Cotoneaster, which is beautiful for you and I.
It's gorgeous.
But as these berries ripen then, we'll look for birds to come in and eat them and almost clean the whole shrub. And then what's left will provide some winter environment for them, a little habitat to go underneath. Over corner here we've got some crabapple varieties. Again, great looking berries, but mostly we're looking for those to ripen so that the birds will come and eat those.
It's a beautiful one, and I think it's nice for fall ornamentation, winter ornamentation, because they stay on a long time.
A real long time. They start out really solid, more like an apple would be, and then as they develop, they'll become softer, and that's when the birds will really go after them.
Beautiful. And I think Pyracantha is an old favorite. This is a beautiful orange one.
Yeah, Pyracantha, most people either see them in the orange berries or the red berries. And again, what we're looking for is they'll start in a light color, they'll go all the way to dark, and once they fully ripen and start to fall, a bird can in a day come in and clean those things off. It's really aggressive feeding.
It's so much fun to watch those.
Absolutely.
And I see here you have a beautyberry, and these purple berries are so pretty, and the birds sometimes leave this one alone. It may be a last resort if they're really starving.
Yeah, the beautyberry is definitely one for most people in the yard that they'll enjoy a little more than the birds. But again, it's definitely can provide habitat. You got to think of places where they would still want to land, be in a tree or on a larger shrub, so they've got some structure there for them to also hide in. But yeah, it's a great time of year to just kind of transition into that season to where we're going to provide a little bit more for the birds than they would naturally get.
Right, it's really good to think about that. You come down to Gray's and talk to Stuart and his staff, or go to the Garden Time website and click over to your website, and lots of information there too.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You bet.